Hello and a very warm welcome. You're watching Maggie Kitchen Journeys, an initiative that can help you start your kitchen journey. To serve food to your customers, your kitchen needs a regular supply of ingredients and raw materials. An irregular supply can impact your food preparation, and a higher cost can lead to lower profits. So in this video, we will discuss some good practices that you can follow to optimize sourcing of ingredients and raw materials that can ultimately boost your business.
Hi, I'm Divya Sethi, co-founder of Happy Tummies, a nutritious snack brand for kids. Every kitchen needs the right ingredients and ample quantity to run smoothly, right? The entire process of procuring or sourcing of different ingredients is simply called food sourcing. It's important that your food startup gets it right, otherwise, having incomplete ingredients to create your best-selling dish can cause a major chaos in your kitchen. Just like all the other aspects of your food startup, procurement needs some planning as well. While sourcing food, your main concerns should be quality, quantity, and price. So for your food startup, it's important to find the right food suppliers, planning the right requirement of raw material for your timely delivery, procurement at the right price, and of course, quality and safety of raw materials you have procured. Now let's discuss two big factors for food sourcing. Location is very important when you are buying fresh items, especially if your food business requires regular supplies of fresh vegetables, fruits, milk, or meat. Small vendors versus big suppliers. The question is, what is good and when? You can consider factors like frequency of supply. If frequency of supply is needed is daily, then local or small vendors could be preferred. If you order in bulk, you can opt for bigger suppliers. Freshness factor. You may consider a small farm supplier if freshness is promised in daily supplies like vegetables. Big suppliers can offer freshness in items that need faster delivery from distant places. Price. Lower price is usually offered from bulk orders from big and small suppliers. As a suggestion, it may be easier for you to get regular supply chain and bigger price bargains with local vendors. Now, before we get into the sourcing of items, let's divide your supplies into two groups. Fresh items like fresh fruits and vegetables, milk and meat, etc. Dry or non-perishable items like pasta, dry noodles, spices, cereals, etc. This division will help you analyze what is more viable to procure locally, based on your daily or weekly needs. Or if you can strike a deal with a big company for items that can be stored for a longer period. It will all be fairly simple if you go through a checklist of a few more important factors while selecting a vendor. When starting small, it's better to go for a smaller, regular pool of suppliers. When weighing fresh food vendors, try to take a tour of their facility and see their handling practices. Pay special attention to the freshness and packaging, especially if your food business uses items like seafood. Planning your requirement for food for timely delivery is another big factor. It can ensure the right amount of supplies needed for your business. Avoid wastage of food items. Reduce the need to store. Ensure that you don't lose out on any benefit if prices fall. It can save money on electricity, space, and cash. Try to stock not more than 2 weeks of dry goods at any one point of time. Procurement at the right price is usually the biggest concern. For this, rather than accepting what ingredients cost, try to find out what they should cost. You should try to understand the true costs of the services each potential vendor provides and the options available. To do this, look beyond direct suppliers and try to visit the wholesale mandi. Every season, prices change, so you could plan your visits, let's say once or twice a month. And secondly, understand the food moving from field to factory or suppliers. See where you can cut down on the chain and strike a deal with the local suppliers or even the crop growers or poultry owners. To keep costs down, you might try pitting fresh food vendors against one another. To know prices of different vendors in your area, don't call each supplier individually. Instead, ask vendors to send in their price list on a weekly basis. This will give you a clear picture of changes in rates, and it will be easier to compare the prices. And of course, one most important factor is the quality and safety of the procured food. Make sure it's a trustworthy source. After all, taking care of the health of your customers is as good as taking care of the health of your business. For this, you can check the regular supplier's procurement and process of food. Prefer the vendor who has reliable sourcing, transport, and storage facility. Keep regular checks in place for the food items that reach your kitchen stores. In the end, I would suggest that for a healthy food business, it's important that the source of food for your kitchen is reliable and dependable. The pricing you pay for it is important, but quality is far more important for the reputation of your business. It was a pleasure talking to you about managing food sourcing. In the next videos, I will be discussing managing delivery and services, which is step 2 on the supply chain for your food business. I, Divya Sethi, wish you all the best for your business.
And now, let's quickly go through some of the important points that we discussed in the video. Identify your kitchen needs so that you can look for the right sources for raw materials. Select vendors on the type of food you need and your location. Going for local vendors can give you more control and enable customized supplies. Avoid stocking too much. It may cost you space, possible wastage, and a loss of money in case prices go down. Regular checks of your kitchen storage and the supplier's facilities is very important.